We're going to continue with the discussion about the interpersonal relationships between one man and his friend. There's another prohibition in the Torah in Parashat Behar. A person has to not make his friend suffer with insulting words. The Torah commands us to avoid onad mamon, by hurting our friend financially, and also not hurting our friend with our words. So therefore a person has to make sure not to say insulting words, to put people down, or to say things that can hurt them. As, sometimes it can become part of the culture, or sadly it can become a favorite thing for people to do, the thing they call it to make jangi, to go and to say hurtful things and to spite the other person. A person can tell his friend, hey, look, watch, I'm going to say something to this guy, he's going to go crazy, it's going to be hilarious. And you go and you pick on him, you insult him, you put him down, he's transgressing a Torah prohibition. You should know, in America they say, sticks and stones may break my bones, words will never hurt me. That's the total opposite of what the Torah believes in. That the Gemara Masechet Baba Basra says that if a person hurts his friend with money, he can return the money he stole from him. And he hurt only his items, his belongings, didn't hurt his body. When a person does onad dvarim, he insults him by saying hurtful words, so then what happens? And he insulted his body, and he cannot return the pain that he caused him. There's no way to repay back what he did. There's a famous story in the Gemara Masechet about David HaMelech, how people used to speak about him, how he committed adultery. And it's not true. The Gemara says whoever says King David sinned is mistaken. And then they used to go in the shiur, and they used to ask a question, like as if they're innocent. And they would say, Rabbi, King David, what is halacha if somebody commits adultery? What punishment do they get? Nazlo, on purpose, to go and cause him pain, because people used to speak about him that he committed adultery. And then he would answer them very nicely. He would say, you should know, the person who commits adultery, he'll get hereg, he'll get chenek, whatever the punishment is. However, he has halek olam haba. However, the one who embarrasses his friend in public, ain't no halek olam haba. He loses his portion of world to come. So therefore, a person has to know, it's worse, it's actually worse in many, many different ways than many other prohibitions of the Torah. Famous in the Hazon Ish, alav shalom, he saw somebody insult somebody else. For this, that the person picked up muktzah. He insulted him, he told him, how dare you pick up muktzah? He insulted him, he did onad dvarim. The Hazon Ish told him, he said, listen, he did the Rabbanan, you did the Oraita. You did something even worse. So for a lot of times, the person has to think that we're very religious. We make sure not to eat not kosher. We make sure to keep Shabbat. We make sure to keep a lot of mitzvot. We have to keep it adon haver also. It's just as important not to say bad words and harmful words to one another. Poskim, right? Even if a person causes pain to his friend by doing a practical joke. The Gemara talks about a person goes to these sellers and he says, oh, where can I buy such thing? And he goes, and then you tell these people, oh, you go to this place, and it's not true. They go there, and it's not there. It's not there. You make the practical joke. You ring the doorbell. You run away. You go and you scare somebody popping out of a secret place, and you record it on video. You laugh at them. You think it's funny. From the Torah, this is asur. This is not right. This is not permitted to make people suffer for your benefit. So therefore, a person sits at a Shabbat table. He wants to tell one of the girls, you should help to clean. So she says to her with sarcasm, he says, I see what vospetats your house gave you. I see how you behave. He goes and he goes and stabs them with his words. You could have just told him, please, we would like you if you would help. We would like if you help us. We need some help. No, everybody feels it's comfortable. It's okay to say whatever you want to other people. It's fun. It's nice. This is the way we are. This is the way we were. This is the way we always will be. And God forbid, this is the farthest thing from the truth. And a person has to be careful not to say harmful words to another person. You don't want to break Shabbat. You don't want to eat non-kosher. You don't want to do a doraita. Zonat dvarim is also a doraita. That we have to be very careful the way we speak to others.